Welcome back. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of British coin collecting with the top 5 most valuable United Kingdom 3-pence coins. While millions of threepence coins were produced over the years, a handful have become highly sought after because of their rare dates, mint marks, special varieties, and exceptional condition. Some of these tiny coins have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. So, before you dismiss an old threepence as just pocket change, watch until the end because one of these coins could be worth far more than its face value. Let's get started. First up, the 1963 United Kingdom 3-pence coin in rusty condition. Many people find old British coins in drawers, piggy banks, or inherited collections and immediately wonder if they are valuable. While a rusty 1963 3-pence is not usually considered a rare coin, certain examples can still attract collector interest, especially if they have unusual errors, exceptional historical appeal, or are part of a complete collection. In this video, we'll explore the history of the coin, its unique features, collector demand, rarity, and the current auction market value in US dollars. The 1963 United Kingdom 3-pence was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. By this time, the distinctive 12-sided brass 3-pence coin had become a familiar sight throughout Britain. Introduced in 1937, the brass version replaced the earlier silver 3-pence and was designed to be easier to recognize by touch. The 1963 issue was one of the final years before Britain's decimal currency system arrived in 1971. Millions of these coins were produced for everyday use, making them a common part of British life during the early 1960s because they circulated heavily. Many surviving examples today show signs of wear, scratches, discoloration, corrosion, or rust-like staining caused by long-term storage in damp conditions. The obverse of the 1963 3-pence features the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick. Around the portrait appears the traditional Latin inscription identifying the Queen. The reverse displays the famous Tudor portcullis with chains and a royal crown above it. Below the design is the date 1963. The coin has a unique 12-sided shape, weighs approximately 6.8 grams, and is struck in nickel brass, giving it a distinctive golden appearance when well preserved. Its unusual shape remains one of the most recognizable features of pre-decimal British coinage and continues to make it popular among collectors. One of the biggest questions collectors ask is whether a rusty 1963 3-pence is rare. The answer is generally no. Since tens of millions were minted, ordinary circulated examples remain common today. Rusty or heavily corroded pieces are actually less desirable because corrosion damages the surface and reduces collector value. However, there are a few exceptions. Coins with striking errors, off-center designs, double strikes, or other minting mistakes can become significantly more valuable. Some collectors also purchase damaged examples simply to complete date collections at a lower cost. Although rusty coins have lower demand than high-grade specimens, they still have historical value and can appeal to beginning collectors. Now let's discuss the current market value. A heavily circulated or rusty 1963 United Kingdom 3-pence generally sells for around 25 cents to $2. Coins with moderate wear but attractive details may bring between $2 and $6. Well-preserved uncirculated examples often sell for approximately $10 to $35, depending on eye appeal and certification. If an authenticated mint error is discovered, auction prices may range from $50 to several $100s, depending on the rarity and the type of error. Collectors should remember that condition plays the biggest role in determining value. Rust, corrosion, scratches, and cleaning usually reduce the final selling price. If you own a 1963 3-pence, avoid cleaning it, even if it appears rusty. Cleaning can permanently damage the surface and reduce its collector value. Store the coin in a dry protective holder to prevent additional corrosion. Compare your coin with verified examples and inspect it carefully for unusual mint errors. If you believe your coin has a rare variety or unusual characteristics, consider having it examined by a professional coin grading service before selling it. Finally, remember that while common examples may not be worth a fortune, building a complete collection of British pre-decimal coins can be both enjoyable and historically rewarding. The 1963 United Kingdom 3-pence in rusty condition may not be one of Britain's rarest coins, but it remains an interesting piece of British monetary history. Most rusty examples are worth only a few dollars, while clean uncirculated specimens command much higher prices. Rare mint errors and exceptional examples continue to attract collectors and occasionally achieve impressive auction results. Next up, the fascinating United Kingdom 3-pence 1940 coin in dirty or heavily circulated condition. Many people believe that an old coin covered with dirt, stains, or years of circulation has little value. However, that's not always true. Some collectors actively search for original, untouched coins because they tell a genuine story of history. In this video, we'll explore the history of the 1943 pence, its unique features, how rarity affects its value, and what collectors are willing to pay for examples in dirty condition. Stay until the end because you may be surprised by what this small wartime coin could be worth. The United Kingdom threepence dated 1940 was struck during one of the most difficult periods in British history, World War II. Britain was facing enormous economic and military challenges, yet the Royal Mint continued producing coins for everyday commerce. The threepence coin was widely used in shops, markets, and public transport, making it an essential part of daily life. The 1940 issue belongs to the reign of King George VI, whose portrait appears on the obverse. Millions of these coins entered circulation, helping people conduct everyday transactions during wartime. Today, each surviving coin represents an important piece of British history. The 1943 pence is made from brass and has the distinctive 12-sided shape that made it easy to recognize by touch. On the obverse is the portrait of King George VI with the surrounding royal inscription. The reverse features the denomination 3 pence with the date 1940 beneath a decorative crown design. Even when a coin is dirty, collectors carefully examine the date, lettering, edges, and overall details. Dirt alone does not determine value. In many cases, experienced collectors prefer coins that have not been harshly cleaned because cleaning can permanently damage the original surface and reduce collector interest. Condition: the 1943 pence is not considered one of the rarest British coins because millions were minted during its year of issue. However, finding exceptional examples or unusual minting errors is much more difficult. Dirty coins with clear dates and readable designs are still collected, especially by beginners building collections of King George VI coinage. If a dirty 1943 pence has attractive natural aging instead of corrosion or severe damage, collectors may still consider it desirable. Coins showing unusual minting errors, off-center strikes, double strikes, or other production mistakes can be worth significantly more than ordinary circulated pieces. Now let's discuss value. A 1940 United Kingdom threepence in dirty, heavily circulated condition generally sells for around 50 cents to $3 USD. A better preserved circulated example with stronger details may sell for $5 to $15 USD. Very fine or uncirculated examples can reach $20 to $60 US. While outstanding mint state coins with excellent eye appeal may sell for $75 to over $150 US at specialist auctions. If the coin has a confirmed rare mint error or another unusual characteristic, auction prices can rise into the hundreds of dollars, depending on the rarity and collector demand. Every coin should be examined individually before assuming it has premium value. If you own a 1943 pence, avoid cleaning it, even if it looks dirty. Cleaning often removes the original surface and can lower the coin's value. Store the coin in a protective holder or capsule to prevent further wear. Check both sides carefully for unusual features, minting errors, or exceptional preservation. Compare your coin with certified examples and, if you believe it may be valuable, consider having it authenticated and professionally graded before selling. Auction platforms often achieve the best prices for rare or high-quality specimens because multiple collectors can bid against each other. The United Kingdom 1943 pence is an interesting wartime coin with lasting historical appeal. Although most dirty circulated examples are common and worth only a few dollars, their connection to World War II and British history makes them popular among collectors. Better condition coins, rare mint errors, and certified examples can command much higher auction prices. Next up, the fascinating United Kingdom 3 pence coin from 1967. At first glance, this small 12-sided brass coin may seem like an ordinary piece of pocket change, but many collectors are curious about whether it has become rare and how much it could be worth today. In this video, we'll explore the history of the 1967 3 pence, its unique design, collector demand in circulated condition, its current auction market value in US dollars, and some helpful tips for collectors. If you enjoy learning about valuable British coins, be sure to watch until the end. The British 3 pence, often called the threepenny bit, has a long and interesting history. The 12-sided brass version was first introduced in 1937 during the reign of King George VI and continued under Queen Elizabeth II. The 1967 issue was one of the final years before the United Kingdom prepared for decimalisation in 1971. Because of this historical significance, the 1967 3 pence represents the closing chapter of Britain's pre-decimal coinage. Millions of these coins circulated across the country and were commonly used for everyday purchases. The 1967 3 pence is made of brass and has a distinctive 12-sided shape, making it easy to recognise and handle. The obverse features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II facing right, designed by Arnold Machin. Around the portrait appears the royal inscription identifying the Queen. The reverse displays the traditional crowned portcullis with chains, a symbol closely associated with the British Parliament, along with the denomination 3 pence and the date 1967. The coin weighs approximately 6.8 grams and measures about 21 millimeters across. Its unusual shape and classic British design continue to attract collectors around the world. One of the most common questions collectors ask is whether the 1967 threepence is rare. The answer is that it is generally not considered a rare coin because tens of millions were struck for circulation. A circulated example showing moderate wear is quite common and can usually be found without much difficulty. However, collector demand still exists because many people enjoy completing sets of British pre-decimal coins. Coins with attractive detail, original color, and minimal damage are usually preferred. While circulated examples are collectible, heavily worn, scratched, bent, or cleaned coins are worth less. Nevertheless, they still hold historical interest and are often purchased by beginning collectors. Now let's discuss the auction market value. A typical circulated 1967 United Kingdom threepence generally sells for around 25 cents to $1 depending on its condition and eye appeal. Better preserved circulated examples with strong details may bring $2 to $5 at online auctions. Coins that remain in brilliant uncirculated condition can often sell for $10 to $25, while exceptional certified specimens with top grades may occasionally achieve $40 or more if two collectors compete during an auction. Remember that values can change depending on market demand, grading, and the auction platform, so checking recent sales is always recommended. If you own a 1967 threepence, examine it carefully under good lighting. Look for clear details on the Queen's portrait and the crowned portcullis. Avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning can reduce its collector value. Store it in a protective coin holder or capsule to prevent further wear. If your coin appears unusually sharp, has a mint error, or is in exceptional condition, consider having it evaluated by a professional grading service. Collectors should also compare recent auction results before buying or selling, as prices can vary between dealers and online marketplaces. The United Kingdom 1967 threepence is a wonderful reminder of Britain's pre-decimal currency system. Although circulated examples are not particularly rare, they remain popular with collectors because of their distinctive 12-sided shape, historical significance, and classic design. Most circulated coins are worth only a few cents to a few dollars, while high-grade examples can command significantly higher prices at auction. Whether you're an experienced numismatist or just beginning your coin collecting journey, the 1967 threepence is an interesting coin that deserves a place in any British coin collection. Next up, the fascinating United Kingdom 1943 threepence coin, especially examples found in bad or heavily circulated condition. Many people assume that old coins with scratches, corrosion, or worn details have little value, but that isn't always true. Some damaged coins still attract collectors because of their historical significance and scarcity. In today's video, we'll explore the history of the 1943 threepence, its unique design, how rare it really is, what collectors look for even in poor condition, and its current auction market value in US dollars. Be sure to watch until the end because you might discover that an old coin tucked away in a drawer could still be worth more than its face value. The 1943 United Kingdom threepence was issued during the difficult years of the Second World War. Britain was facing economic challenges, material shortages, and wartime production demands. Despite these hardships, the Royal Mint continued producing coins needed for everyday commerce. The brass threepence had first been introduced in 1937 during the reign of King George VI. Unlike the earlier silver threepence, the brass version was larger, thicker, and 12-sided, making it easy to recognize by touch. The 1943 issue became part of Britain's wartime economy and circulated widely among the public, helping people carry out daily transactions during one of the most important periods in modern history. One of the most distinctive features of the 1943 threepence is its 12-sided shape, which made it unlike almost every other British coin in circulation at the time. It was struck in brass, giving it a golden appearance when new, although most surviving examples have darkened or developed wear over the decades. The obverse features the portrait of King George VI with a Latin inscription surrounding the king's image. On the reverse, collectors will find the iconic crowned thrift plant design along with the denomination threepence and the date 1943. Even when heavily worn, the coin's unusual shape often remains recognizable, adding to its appeal. The 1943 threepence is not considered an extremely rare coin because millions were produced during wartime. However, finding attractive examples in high grades has become increasingly difficult after decades of circulation. Coins in bad condition with heavy wear, corrosion, stains, scratches, or damaged edges are generally common. Nevertheless, collectors interested in completing a King George VI collection may still purchase these coins as affordable placeholders. Their historical connection to World War II also adds interest. Even when their appearance is far from perfect, if a damaged coin still has a clear date, readable portrait, and identifiable reverse design, it can retain collectible value. However, severe damage such as holes, bending, or cleaning usually reduces collector demand significantly. Now let's discuss what collectors can expect to pay for a 1943 threepence in today's market. A heavily worn or damaged example typically sells for around 50 cents to $3 USD. Coins in average circulated condition often bring $3 to $8 US. Depending on eye appeal. Well-preserved examples with strong detail may sell for $10 to $30 USD. Exceptional uncirculated pieces with original mint luster can achieve $40 to over $100 US at auctions, especially if professionally graded. Although bad condition coins rarely command high prices, auction results vary depending on collector demand, originality, and overall presentation. If you own a 1943 threepence, avoid cleaning or polishing it. Cleaning can permanently damage the coin's surface and reduce its value. Store the coin in a protective holder to prevent additional wear and corrosion. Always inspect both sides carefully for unusual minting errors, such as off-center strikes, double strikes, or other manufacturing mistakes. Genuine mint errors are much scarcer than regular coins and can sometimes be worth significantly more than standard examples. If you believe your coin is in unusually good condition or displays an uncommon error, consider having it examined by a professional coin dealer or certified grading service before selling it. The United Kingdom 1943 threepence is a remarkable reminder of Britain's wartime history. While examples in bad condition are generally affordable and not especially rare, they remain collectible because of their historical importance and unique 12-sided design. Most damaged coins sell for only a few dollars, but better preserved specimens and rare mint errors can be worth considerably more. Next up, the United Kingdom threepence 1945 in fine circulated condition. Many collectors discover this coin in old family collections, antique shops, or mixed coin lots and immediately wonder if it could be worth more than its face value. In this video, we'll explore the history of the 1945 threepence, its unique design, how rare it really is, collector demand for coins in worn or damaged condition, and the latest auction market values in US dollars. So, if you own a 1945 threepence, be sure to watch until the end because small details can make a big difference in value. The 1945 threepence was issued during the final year of the Second World War. Britain was still experiencing wartime shortages, and millions of coins were needed for everyday commerce. By this time, the famous 12-sided brass threepence had become a familiar sight in the pockets of people across the United Kingdom. The coin was struck with durability in mind, allowing it to withstand heavy circulation during difficult economic times. Although millions were produced, surviving examples in higher grades are becoming increasingly desirable among collectors. The 1945 threepence has a distinctive 12-sided shape that makes it easy to recognize. It was struck in brass, giving it a golden appearance when well preserved. The obverse features the portrait of King George VI with the traditional royal inscription surrounding his image. The reverse displays the elegant crowned thrift plant design along with the denomination threepence and the year 1945. Even after decades of circulation, these design elements remain attractive and continue to make the coin popular with collectors around the world. 1945 threepence in fine circulated condition is not considered extremely rare because millions were minted. However, collector demand remains steady due to its historical significance and wartime connection. Coins that are heavily scratched, bent, corroded, cleaned, or otherwise damaged generally attract fewer buyers and sell for lower prices. Nevertheless, collectors often purchase damaged examples as affordable fillers while searching for higher-grade specimens. Coins with clear dates, readable details, and natural surfaces are usually more desirable than those with severe damage. In today's collector market, a typical 1945 United Kingdom threepence in fine circulated condition usually sells for approximately $1 to $4 US. Examples with attractive original color and less wear often bring $5 to $10 US. Exceptional uncirculated pieces with strong luster can reach $20 to $50 US, while professionally graded specimens in outstanding condition may occasionally achieve even higher prices at specialized auctions. Remember that actual selling prices depend on condition, eye appeal, rarity of the grade, and current collector demand. If you own a 1945 threepence, avoid cleaning or polishing it, as this can reduce its collector value. Store the coin in a protective holder to prevent scratches and environmental damage. Compare your coin with authenticated examples to judge its condition accurately, and check recent auction sales instead of relying solely on asking prices. If you believe your coin is exceptionally well preserved or has unusual characteristics, consider having it professionally graded before offering it for sale. The United Kingdom 1945 threepence may not be one of Britain's rarest coins, but it remains an important piece of wartime history and a favorite among collectors. While most fine circulated examples are worth only a few dollars, better preserved specimens can command much stronger prices in the auction market. Every coin tells a story, and even a modest 3 pence from 1945 represents an important chapter in British history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more coin value guides, rare coin discoveries, and auction updates from around the world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.